midlife crisis. I tell a lie, I've rebranded it a millennial meltdown, because midlife crisis suggests that everything was going perfectly and then you just decided to upgrade it for something even better. But for us millennials, life has never really got started. It's just been one disaster after another. So instead of actually jetting off and going on holiday, buying a Porsche and having amazing, sexy affairs, I still find myself going from couch to couch, job to job, dating app to dating app, and all of them are absolute car crashes. So unfortunately, I glamorized it as a kid. I thought it was going to be really exciting. When I got to this stage of life, I used to watch my dad's shows, 3.5 Men, Everybody Loves Raymond. And I got all these ideas and then realized actually you need money to be able to afford all of those different lifestyles. And unfortunately the early retirement hasn't quite kicked off. Instead I'm competing not only with 20-year-olds but also with a new generation of robots for the latest jobs, most of which have titles I can't even understand. Unfortunately, I got fired from my most recent job. Getting to log in, I spent the entire day I was busy there watching memes the entire day, and then suddenly I realised when I came to log out, it's like, oh dear, damn, not actually in the system. And it's easily done, because when you're online, it's like everything looks the same. It's hard to tell what's work and what's not work, what's real and what isn't. And unfortunately, this didn't go down too well when I said that at my disciplinary hearing. So when my boss said, "You're terminated," I said, is Arnold Schwarzenegger going to hand me my P60? I think my boss might actually have been a robot, because he did give me a series of fire hydrant pictures to select the correct images. And unfortunately I got it wrong, so that sort of sealed the deal. And it's true that most jobs now, the interviewers are robots. So I've got to be very careful when applying for jobs, because I don't want to be accused of robophobia. I don't want to be cancelled and then turned on and off again. And it's quite risky these days. So after failing the basic entry-level tests to get through the job applications, I decided I'm not really cut out for this. And I traipsed off to the local job centre. But I live on the Alum Rock Road. Hey. Thank you. And by all accounts, the local trade there is drug dealing. So there I went, I saw some youth outside, and I thought about just going directly to them, because they seem to be doing quite well. But I thought, well, actually they might be Robocops, so better not chance it. So I went in and sat down with the job counsellor, and I handed in my CV, which, much like my dating life, looks like a series of situationships. No rhyme nor reason, and no real kind of sense to it. So the job counsellor looked me up and down, and he said, well, you don't look like you've got many employable skills. Have you thought about local government? And I said, well, what have you got going? He said, well, what about urban health support worker? And I said, what's that? And he said, well, you know, we've had bin strikes recently. I said, yes, I do. My bins haven't been emptied for the last 4 years, and I've been seeing rats in high-vis vests going around collecting the rubbish. And he said, yeah, well, they're on strike at the moment, so we do need some new people to come along. I said, oh, well, even the agency workers are on strike. Is this a paid role? And he said, well, it does say salary unspecified. So I said, well, in that case, maybe I should just join the strike and skip the job. And then the next thing said, well, this doesn't sound promising, what about HGV work? And I said, what's that? It's HIV? We don't really need to drive that forward, do we? And he said, no. I said, well, he said, have you got a driving license? I said, well, I've managed to crash my car in the drive. I only managed to pass my test. Well, I got 2 minors, and to be fair, they shouldn't have walked in front of the car. So I left the job centre thinking I better just explore pharmaceutical sales, join the local trade, which is, we need more women drug dealers. So went outside, handed my CV to the local youth. He said, "Oh, you don't need the CV. We'll give you a whole new ID." And I thought, well, that's exactly what I need. So now here I am. I got hopped into the white van, and I'm spreading joy in the community, killing some rats with the van, and it might even solve the dating life because it's a male-dominant industry, and at least I know they're all criminals at the outset, rather than... And that's how you solve a midlife crisis. Thank you.